Now, Florida and the Treasure Coast are not just all about beautiful properties and the tax benefits and all that stuff. It's great. But really what Florida is about, and specifically the Treasure Coast, is an experience. Now you get to see kind of the new Florida and the old Florida in today's video. Right now, we're in Harborside. This is kind of new Florida. We're gonna show you Tiger Woods restaurant. We're gonna show you an awesome place to get a burger. And then there's a Mexican restaurant down there that's absolutely phenomenal as well. There's all kinds of shops here, a little amphitheater. They do a green market on the weekends. I'm super excited to show you this experience. Let's get into it. Now this menu is absolutely phenomenal. It's Tiger Woods, so he's gonna give you the best. But if I had to, I would go with the Korean meatballs or the goat cheese patty for sure. Now, the burgers, I'd go with the Woods burger, or actually the bison burger, and then to throw one more in, we got the local fish tacos, and then of course they got sea bass and they got filet mignon, all that stuff. This place is primo. Now, if you're looking for an experience that's like the bar food, but upscale, and of course, Tiger Woods, how can you argue with a name like that? There's the man himself. He's of course got his cigar bar back here because of course golfers love their cigars. The cool thing is I could feel like you're in Duffy's, but like a lot of upscale from Duffy's from there. You got TVs going with all the different sports going on, and then a really nice atmosphere. You could bring a date here, you could bring your buddies here after golf. This is a great spot no matter what you are. All right, you want to kick it up one more notch? The Jupiter Grill is where it's at. Now I'm going to go over what I think I would go for my appetizer. I'd have to go, if I had to, with the whipped feta. They got a bunch of other stuff that's fantastic. The Bisque Del Mar, one of my favorites as well. I would go with the lobster roll. I'm a big New England guy, so I'm going to go with a lobster roll. That's a Florida lobster roll. You got raw bar, so you got your shrimp and all that kind of stuff. Now, the weekend brunch. You gotta come here for the weekend brunch. It's actually a bottomless mimosa or Bellini for $25, so you can't go wrong there. This place is a class act. Let's go check it out. All right, so we brought you to Tiger's Place, which is that upscale bar food. Tiger, of course, it's gonna be great. Then we brought you over to the Jupiter Grill, which is that next level up, super nice fine dining experience looking out over the turquoise water. Forget the brunch on the weekends with those bottomless mimosas. Now, we're at Calaveras. This is the absolute, in my opinion, best Mexican food in Jupiter, for sure. So there's all kinds of plates here. They have a super diverse menu. My favorite, if I had to, is the wet taco. Now they also have ceviche here. They got the enchiladas and all that kind of stuff. This has got, you know, the great margaritas, the whole deal. And they also have a fantastic drink menu with all your margaritas and that kind of stuff. They have top shelf tequila. So if I know you're one of those sipping tequila kind of people, they got a fantastic tequila menu. Not that I know, but my buddies do. So let's go check it out. Now I'm at another part of Jupiter here, which is really what Florida is all about to me. The turquoise water, looking at the Jupiter Inlet and also the Jupiter Lighthouse, an iconic, beautiful red lighthouse. Right here, I'm at Lucky Shuck. This is Joe Namath's place, so we got a little bit of an iconic star who we had Tiger's Place across the road. This is Joe Namath's place. Now, they got a really diverse menu here. They got an amazing, call it Lucky Shuck, so you got all of the oysters and that kind of thing, shrimp and that. The really cool thing that they do here is the fresh catch of the day. Then you can have that encrusted with whatever you like. So you got the blackened, jerk, pecan, nut crusted, and then onion crusted, so you can get whatever fish that you want as far as like cobia or snapper or mahi, and then you get that with the kind of encrusted look that you want. They got another thing here that is absolutely phenomenal. The wings here, the smoked wings, phenomenal. Let's go inside and check it out. So this place is phenomenal. I think you saw those claws up there. In Florida, especially in the Caribbean, stone crab is absolutely the best shellfish that you can get, in my opinion. It's better than snow crab. Almost as good as Maine lobster. It's really, really sweet. It's absolutely phenomenal. You gotta try stone crab if you come to Florida. It's got a mustard sauce in it as well. So we're in the absolute epicenter of Jupiter here, right here. So again, Lucky Shuck is in the center. Over here a little bit to the west is Utiki. Then you have over here the Square Grouper. All of these have docks out on them, so you could bring your boat in, and the Jupiter Inlet is right out here. This is called the Crossroads, so the Jupiter Inlet comes in, the Intercoastal comes down, it goes down into here, and you can go down into Palm Beach. But all of these restaurants, you can come out on the dock. If you had a beer or something like that, you can look at this beautiful water. This is what it's all about. All right, so it looks like I'm on a boat here. I'm actually not, I'm on a dock. That's the Jupiter Lighthouse in the back. Now, remember, I want to show you all of these areas, all these cool spots, what it's like to live here and experience Florida. Now remember, I'd love to answer any of your questions. We sell real estate. I have a trusted group of professionals that know all of these different areas, from golf course communities to marina communities. Reach out, give us a call, text us, any of that kind of thing. We'd love to answer your questions about communities or properties or even some of these local attractions here in Florida. Give us a call. We'd love to help you out. All right, do you have that spot in your hometown that even some of the people in your hometown don't know about? Well, that's the Food Shack in Jupiter. You could drive by this place. In fact, I have, coming to Publix before. I never knew it was here. A couple years ago, one of my close friends that actually lives in Jupiter told me about this spot. You got to check out the Food Shack. Let's go check it out. All right, so I'm sitting here at the bar, and again, this is the kind of place where you see the food being cooked right in front of you. You get to smell the food, you get to hear the sizzling of the fish and everything. You come inside, really nothing super special about it. It's nice, but the food is phenomenal. Again, I'll go with the macadamia encrusted whatever, like cobia, grouper, snapper, what have you. The whole menu is phenomenal. Got to check it out. Now for our final spot, I wanted to bring you to Guanabanas. So there was a lot that you got to see there. And again, we're in Jupiter here, but taking you from Vero to Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, Stewart, Port Salerno, down here into Jupiter. And there are a lot of iconic spots. There are a lot of super, super cool spots. It is an experience. So there's music, there's food, there's a bar, and then you can actually take a boat into Guanabanas. Some people call it Guanabanas. And there's also paddleboarding rental, there's kayak rental. This is an all-inclusive experience here. Thatched roof coming down with the tiki thing going on. This is an experience that you do not want to miss if you come to Jupiter or even the Treasure Coast. Let's go check it out. So this is actually a cool thing that's down here in Florida. This is actually called a staghorn fern. So you'll actually see these hanging with chains from a lot of the live oak trees and that. Another kind of cool piece of Florida. You just don't see something like this in a restaurant, right? Super cool experience. So what was your favorite spot? Was it Tiger's Restaurant with this kind of upscale bar feel? Was it the Jupiter Grill with the endless mimosas? Could you see yourself there for that brunch on Sunday morning? Saturday morning as well, by the way. Or was it Guanabanas, or maybe the Food Shack, that hole in the wall that has that encrusted macadamia nut? I don't know. I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below, or maybe you know of a great restaurant. We'd love to hear about more great restaurants. With that being said, our team is here to answer questions. It could be a community, bedroom, bathroom, square footage, all that kind of stuff, an HOA. How far from the beach do you want to be? How far from a boat ramp you might want to be? What about a golf course? I love talking about that. We have other people on the team that love to play golf. With that being said, I love this area. It is near and dear to my heart. I've been living here for 20 years for a reason, because it's the sweet spot for me. I can bounce up to Orlando, I can bounce down to Fort Lauderdale, but it's nice and quiet here. This place where we're at, where you saw with the aerials, this is very, very rare to be in a spot in Florida where you're this close to the Intercoastal and you can actually see the scrub and all that. This is natural Florida landscape. I just love it. And so maybe you're considering moving to Florida, maybe you're considering moving to the Southeast. Reach out. I'd love to have a conversation, or someone on our team. We know this area through and through. We'd love to answer your questions. So I'll end with the beautiful American flag in the background. God bless our POWs and all of those veterans out there that have made this a place that's free to live. And of course, that Florida flag in the background. This is a beautiful place. We'd love to show it to you, so please feel free to reach out. We'll see you on the next one.